Good morning. We are
Morning. Good
live.
morning.
Hello,
Yay.
everyone.
So it's day 18, and the topic for today is to positive mindset. We all think we all always think about, or we've always heard about this thing: be positive, be positive. So why is having a positive mindset really the key to to life and to transitioning out of your career, whatever it is, or key to really getting the things that you want in life, right? So before we get started, we're gonna go around and introduce ourselves. Regina, please introduce yourself.
Yes, hi, everyone. It's Regina again from Gill, Massachusetts. And I'm here in my online business. I've been a quality technician 25 years. And I'm ready to tackle more agenda in our online business. Please join us. You can see our websites on the screen. You can choose and connect. You can choose to connect to whoever you want. So join us and thank you for watching our videos.
Okay. So what about you, Emma? Introduce yourself.
Hello, good morning, everyone, or good afternoon, wherever we are globally. I'm Emma Hubert. I live in Massachusetts, and I'm an office manager at the dental office for 28 years. And I'm so grateful. Say thank you first to our Almighty that I'm here right now, and I'm alive and healthy. Just finished walking with my dog. See you guys. We will have to talk about our lives and our new life for or new beginning for our life, our new business online.
All right. What about you, Monique? If you can introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. I'm Monique. I'm from California. I'm a registered nurse for more than 20 years already. We're going to have some discussions here that will uplift your, I would say, personal growth. So let's get to it. Good morning to everybody.
Awesome. And hi, everyone. My name is Florence. I've been a nurse for 15 years, and I am here in San Francisco, and also very, very happy to be here. I just finished my 4 12-hour shifts. The one thing that you don't know is we are all tired. We all have, really, really busy life with work and health, and we're still showing up every day. And I think it just really shows a lot of dedication, and positive mindset is key to that, right? Like, because if we don't have the positive mindset, we probably will not be here. We're not going to show up every day for our business. So the first question, so we're going to change it up today. I decided we're just going to have questions and ask each other questions. Depending on the time, we'll see like if everyone will answer one question or whatever. But the so positive mindset is so, so important, because what you focus on, it happens, right? So whether you focus on like something positive, then positive things will happen. But if you focus on negative things, then negative things will happen, because you attract what you think, you attract what you feel, you attract what you really everything. So we have been reading this book, The Magic. And also, as you all know, we are all full-time employees here, and we are all some successful professionals. So why are we doing this business? It's because we all want to have, better life, time freedom, location freedom, financial freedom, everything, right? So that we can spend time with our loved ones, we can do the things that we want to do. So, first question, Mrs. Regina. So, how do you stay focused on your goals when you face setbacks or obstacles?
How do I focus with my with my online business in spite of all the obstacles? Excuse me.
Yeah, because like you're busy with work, right? Like you work overtime,
Mhm.
overtime every day, 5 days a week. And so, how do you stay focused, and how do you like just tell yourself, you know what? Even if you have 30 minutes in a day to work on your business, what do you tell yourself? And also, when it doesn't work out, what do you tell yourself?
Okay. It's not only about that, but what I observe and feel when I do my online business in order not to get distracted is, and in order to focus. is I always think about how I started. I try to get back to where I started. Why did I start this online business? So if there's in a way, how can I manage to get back on it in the very first time of my business? Okay, so this is what I do. I try to I try to not to think too much about the negative thing, and I try to apply what I learned from the magic, that there's a lot of negative things come to my mind. Sometimes I get discouraged. I feel a little bit depressed sometimes.
Mhm.
And in order to be strong, I have to think about that the reason I started this business is because, first of all, the one who introduced it to me, I trusted that person. And the reason I joined after she told me about it is because I needed some income, especially in the future when I retire. So I said to myself, I really need this online business. And I felt from my experience doing it, I felt like, huh, I really like it. You know why? Because I can do it at home. It's flexible. There's a lot of mentor and coaches helping us. They are very flexible. They are very helpful. They don't intimidate you. And how to say this? There's so much. I'm telling you right now, it's so much. So I try to put aside. Let's say there are other things I really want to do, but I can put them aside. They're not as important compared to my online business. And it's this online business. What I'm learning to is that I learn how to manage my time. I learn to wake up early and say my gratitude, and then I shower right away. That way I don't have to shower later before I go to work. So that kind of thing, and it improves me. My obstacle before is that I wait in the last minute. Okay, so now I don't wait in the last minute. And when our mentor says, "Come in and show up a little early," that way we can be prepared. We can talk about some other things that we really need. And if you have any question, go ask before our video. So that's very helpful for us. And another thing is the obstacles. It doesn't matter whatever the obstacles. It's out the team outweigh those obstacles. My mentor outweighed those negative things. She helps me maintain me to think positive. Because when I use the word that I always been using for many years, she will remind me, because I ask her, oh, when you hear that from me, please fix it. She does, and those are my obstacles. Those are the hard part of changing it. And by changing my mindset, it helps me to keep going and not to think so much of all those things that are on a way. So I forget about these things, and I forget that if I don't think or follow what they say, it's not gonna happen. So I have to follow, because they're there because they've done all these things. They're there because they follow the instruction. If and I said to myself, okay, so I don't know much like the way they do. I don't know much about this business. So why don't I follow them? Because if I follow myself, where do I go? I will go back to where I was. That I never knew anything about entrepreneur. I never knew anything about business in my own. I see people that they have business. I see how professional they are, but they work from the very beginning to get there. You don't they don't just hand it to you. You have to work at it, and that's my takeaway about this. How do you deal with the obstacles in your online business? Thank you
Yeah,
for what.
thank you. I wanted to like piggyback on what you said. Really like focusing on your why is a big thing, right? Because they say that if your why is not deep enough, you're not gonna do anything. So like when your why doesn't make you cry, when your why doesn't make you feel emotional, then that's not really your why. So you have to go deeper, because really if you feel that your why, because your why is like your North Star, right? So if you, like for me, my why is I really want to transition out of nursing. And every day I go to work, it reminds me of that, even if I'm not working. So people ask me, why 11 months, you're still like going strong, right? And like, you're busy, why are you still showing up every day for your business? Because my why is deep. I need to, I really, really in my heart would love to transition out of nursing. And that's why I'm doing this. It takes a lot of sacrifice, it takes time commitment, and perseverance, resiliency, all those things, right? And another thing too that I wanted to piggyback on what you said is, shoot, I forgot. You said something along the lines of, oh gosh, like brain fart.
Happens to me, sis. You're not the only one.
Towards the end of what you said, you know what, it's gonna trigger back. I'm gonna go back, or
Yes.
I'm gonna say that again.
Yes.
But yeah, so basically your why is super important. And then like obstacle, I remember. So I remember. So, like us, we are all trained to be negative, right? We're all trained to be negative growing up. And so how long it takes a while for us to really train ourselves to be more positive. So it's like a muscle. If you're not working out, your muscle is like weak and soft, right? But if you always just be aware of like what you're telling yourself, you hear it. Eventually, you're gonna hear, oh wow, like I'm saying I cannot. So then, like, just keep doing it. And this is not an overnight thing. It will be a work in progress forever, I'm assuming, but it will be worth it, because then you're gonna notice like all the things that you're gonna be changing, that like the mindset and stuff. So I'm just gonna add Melanie here. She's joining us. Okay, what about you, sis Emma? So like, how do you stay focused, on your goals?
Okay, for me, I stay connected to, as what you said, to why I did this, why did I join this online business. For me, I always remind myself why I started this business, because I would like to retire comfortably with a secure finances. I love, as you know, I love traveling. I'm a world traveler. I enjoy traveling, and I'm a family, like I help my family in the Philippines. So I always remind myself why I did it. I always say that I need I have to be positive in, to do these things, even though that I'm sometimes I get so distracted from my work. It's always busy, and I always remind myself that a little bit of consistent to your goals every day. Like, even though that you're busy, you can have 15 seconds or 30 seconds, 1 minute, to just have content, create a content in your Facebook, either photos or videos, so that you can post it and everyone knows who you are, that this online job is not, it's legit, and it's free taxes, and you can learn and grow by joining the group and learning the learning site that we have, the platform. And also, sometimes I get so distracted, and sometimes you get disappointed, or sometimes people will say, that's a pyramid scheme what you do. I always think this way. It's not. And also, I always connect when I get depressed. I connect to the groups like you guys. I ask them, hey, what do I do, and that's why little things that I get sit back and I get distracted. I put more time and say, hey, I can control my mind for a positive, like the magic book is saying, every morning just be grateful and thankful, and also just manage your stress by walking. That's my routine. So I always do that for my mindset, and I always think about, I have to break down all little things so that I will not get distracted and do some positive things in my business online.
Yeah.
And then the support for us is 24 hours. And also, I'm always like thankful that I don't have any experience with computer or social media. I learn a lot from
Yeah.
the group global meetings. I'm so thankful for that. That's why I have to be mindset. I have to put positive things every day, even though we're also busy, so that we can grow and learn and to be a successful online business uh, groups, or me as an online business entrepreneur. Um,
Yeah. And you're growing. So you're like you've grown so much. Like I think what 4 months, right? Or 4 or 5 months. I don't know the old Emma. You're
yeah,
like a different Emma now. No,
like,
seriously. Oh my gosh. You've grown so much. And I think
thank you.
beyond the financial aspect of this, it's really about like being the best version of yourself. So you've grown so much. I feel like like you were confident before, but I think you're more confident now. You're more like sure with who you are.
Yeah,
Don't care about other people. And I also wanted to touch because I heard two things already from Regina and Emma. Depressed, being depressed is okay. Being depressed is another label for being sad, right? And we all can feel sadness. Like it's not prohibited. We're allowed to feel that because we are human being, and human being are emotional beings, right? So we can feel happy, we can feel sad, depressed, we can feel disappointed, because really that's what life is about, right? I think it's more of what do you do, how do you get up when you fall. So what are the things or the strategies that you can do for yourself when once you feel depressed and when you feel disappointed and when you feel like giving up. The question is, are you going to give up on your dreams, or are you just going to say, hey, you know what, brush off, brush it off and like get up. And I think that's really all about like being resilient, right? Because at the end of the day, we all have goals, and sometimes some goals take faster or longer to some takes longer, or some faster to accomplish or to achieve. But at the end of the day, like I think the only way you really know that you want to get there is when you just keep working hard, keep going for your dreams. Like even when there are a lot of naysayers out there, people say, oh, you're a scam, like um first of all, like people who say those things, they don't know what they're talking about, because what is really a scam, right? Like a scam is we're not showing our faces, right? Like we are real people. We are showing our faces every day. We are sharing our who we are, like what we do. And so those things, those thoughts are theirs. It's theirs. It's not ours. Like we shouldn't be affected with those things, because they are those beliefs that they have. And honestly, I feel like anything they say about online business will be a scam. I think because that's their belief, right? So we cannot control what they're thinking. We cannot control how they feel. It's really like all us what we control. And as long as you know for sure that you are not a scammer, as long as you know for sure that you're here to like just want to help people, and then that's all that matters. Like it doesn't matter like what people say. But yeah, being disappointed and depressed, like I think it's normal. I've been there. Like this business is all about, it's emotional, right? Other than like the financial aspect of things and the mental, it also will make us like more emotionally resilient. Eventually we're gonna learn to like just ride the wave and just trust the process and say, you know what, this is all part of having a business. So the next question that I want to ask for Sis Nikki. So, Sis Nikki is showing up every day. She just had her surgery, right now she's not feeling good, but she still shows up. She's still on time, right? Like early. So what are some of your daily habits or routines that you do to help you mentally and emotionally strong and motivated?
Okay. For my part, whenever I have, I'm sorry.
No
I'm
problem.
sorry.
I
I
think
think there's
a
something
little
wrong
bit
with
of
my
internet.
internet connection, but yeah. So with this, not just with this business, but every day of my life, I would like stop for a minute or so, and then just refocus, and then have to keep telling myself, as what you were saying earlier, that there's some negativity on us somehow. So I have to, for me, I have to refocus myself and start thinking, okay, you got this. You want to go forward, and you have to apply again, as I was saying yesterday, the self discipline, because it's a matter of not just a characteristic that we have right away as soon as we were born. It's a learning process as we get older. It's a learning process for us, and it can be refined, as I said it yesterday, in the long run. So I have to refocus myself, and then think about, okay, I can't be negative anymore. I have to eliminate all these distractions. I have to be positive, keep going forward, so that for myself and for my business, I can succeed eventually. But no more stop, no more looking back. Just go forward, keep going forward. So that's my take for having setbacks.
So,
And
like, how does that make you feel? Now that you're doing like these strategies that you're doing, like
yeah,
no looking back, how does that make you feel now?
it make well it kind of, I have to say this, that it changed my perspective in life, um especially for my personal growth. um Before, like, if I think about saying that, oh my gosh, I don't think I can do this, I don't think I can do this, so I kept having negative thoughts. And then obviously it's not gonna happen. I won't be able to do this. But now, ever since that book magic came into our lives here, especially for me, when I read the magic book, it helped me with going forward, not looking back, and to make sure that I can't afford to have distractions in my life.
I love
So
it.
that's how it helped me
Yeah, thank
so
you
far.
so much. That's
Yeah.
that's yeah, like I can resonate with that. Sometimes you always it's very easy to like look back at the things that didn't work,
Mhm.
and the things that that you're not good at, like whatever it is you're not good at, right? All the things. But now it's all about seeing what you can learn. And it's really also reframing, right? Reframing your
Mhm.
mind. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not good with computers. You can just say, you know what, I'm a work in progress, right? Like, so
Correct.
those little things you can change, like the way you talk, your language, because
Uh-huh.
the universe hears everything. Like the universe, if you say I'm not good at this, or I'm not this, like the universe will say, well, if that's what you believe, that's what I will give you.
That's what.
So um the universe loves us, so they just want to like give us what we say we want, right? So we can just tell them, hey, you know what, I want this $1 million, eventually you will get it, right? But you have to believe that you'll get it too, right? It's not like just like, oh, you're just going to trick your mind into believing. You really really
Mhm.
have to believe it. um thank you for sharing that. So the next question for Sis Melanie. Sis Melanie came a little bit late, so we're gonna have her introduce herself first, and then she'll answer this question. So Sis Melanie, if you can introduce yourself, where you're from, all those things.
Yes, hi, I'm Melanie and I'm from Long Beach, California. Good morning, everyone. Good evening and good afternoon, wherever you are.
Awesome. And she's also one of the people who have been very consistent, from the beginning, even when she's not feeling good. I remember when she was, I think she took like cough medicine before, and she said, oh
Yeah,
my god, I'm
until
so
now.
busy. Are you still feeling
Until now.
that?
Yes, because it's only less than a week.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
When
so
my
like we're all dealing with stuff here, right? Like health issues, we're tired, but we're still showing up. So I hope that we can motivate and inspire you to just keep going, keep showing up on whatever it is that you did, because really it's all about here. It's mindset. If there's a will, there's a way. I mean, like, we're just sitting here, right? But we're still showing up. And
Yes.
that's the most important thing. So for you, Sis Melanie, what are your go-to strategies, for managing stress and staying resilient during like this transition, right? Because you're a full-time employee, you're a fur mom, you're a wife. There's a lot of things and now you're an online business. So what are your strategies to make sure that you don't get enough stress, like you manage your stress and you keep going?
Well, to me, like I have a full-time job and plus, everyday routine. I see to it that I have a break. I always take a break when I feel overwhelmed. Um, and like I set up a goal and a schedule in everyday life, like the everyday routine. Especially me, I prepared everything. I'm the one who cook. I'm the one who clean the kitchen, the dining, and prepare food for my husband for the next day. So of course, especially towards end of the day, I'm
Tired.
super tired,
Yeah.
right? So I really have to do it by schedule. And when I feel tired, when I feel stressed, I take a break.
Mhm.
You always have to also make sure that you take care of your health,
Yes.
take all your medications, your vitamins, especially our um, turmeric,
Mhm.
and also do um, set like understand what motivates you. Sometimes I stop, like what Sis Monique was saying. Since I heard that the magic, I prefer the audio because I
Mhm.
always listen to the audio for the magic book.
Mhm.
Yes, while I'm listening to it, I really put it in here on my mind and on my heart. I listen, especially the first part. I really love it. Like listening to it, I meditate, I concentrate, and that's the time that I take a break. And also, even at night, I listen to it. After I say a prayer before going to sleep, I listen to the audio. And yeah, because if not, you will feel overwhelmed really
Yeah.
with your everyday routine, with your daily job, and of course, right now we cannot afford to lose the job. So
Yeah.
still, we're still working on it, and I see to it that I step by step, little by little, and I know that I will get there
Mhm.
with the help of you guys, with the help of our team. That's how I manage the stress.
I love it. It's really all about self-care, right?
Yes.
Self-care is one of the things that you absolutely have to do. Health is wealth, right? Like me working in a hospital in the
Yes.
ICU, I see how um, I see how hard it is to. It's very easy to take it for granted when you have it, when you're healthy, and when you're like not having any pains or aches, because you think that, oh, like this is what's normal, right? But now that you start feeling something, even if it's just a headache or a little bit of like arm pain, right, or like a
Yes.
cough or a cold, then you get reminded, holy, it can bring you down, like you don't have energy to do anything. So why can't so the goal is we should do preventative care. Like, how can we take care of ourselves when we're healthy so that we will stay healthy
Yes.
for a long time. So Sis Emma is doing a lot of hiking with her dogs. Sis Regina wants to make sure that she has like enough sleep, right? Sleep is super important. Sis Melanie's taking turmeric. Sis Monique is, doing her self-care and also making sure she goes to her doctor. What am I doing? I'm drinking, I'm taking care of myself. Like, I also take my supplements. I take a break. I go for a walk. But because this really is really very important, because even if we have all the money in the world, but we don't have our health,
That's
what are we gonna do,
exactly.
right? Like it's not gonna help us, because yeah, it's not gonna help us. So
And
health is super important. So thank you everybody for being on here, for having like this discussion about mindset. As you all know, we are here. We're online business owners who are looking for time, financial, and location freedom, and eventually we will get there. So we just want to show you that it's possible. Like, to those of you who are busy, and it's possible to have a business, a side hustle, and a full-time job. But all our goal here is to transition out, right? So if you feel stuck with your career, and you feel like you're not happy, and you feel that there's no solution for you, then look into our business, because this business is truly flexible. This business is truly a one in a kind out there, and it has made a lot of people retired employees. It has made people millionaires. Like, not million, even like they make 6 to 7 figure income, of course, depending on like your effort too. But just know that there's something better out there, and you don't have to feel stuck in a job that you're not happy about, because life is so short. Life is so short to be stuck in something that you're not happy about. So if you're not happy about things, change it. Do something about it. Stop complaining. Take action. Any of you have any last words of advice for our audience? All right. So we're gonna thank you everyone for watching. We will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Thank
Bye.
you. Happy Wednesday.
Happy
Happy
Wednesday,
Wednesday to
everyone.
everyone.